My name is Shannon Considine, and we live in Ypsilanti, Michigan. And one of the few things that I brought with me from Illinois was my very small Pez collection at the time, which has now grown to about 1,300 dispensers. When I was a kid, probably in the early 90s, my grandparents were moving out of the home that my dad grew up in. And I remember going upstairs into the attic, and my grandpa found this little tin box of Pez dispensers, and he handed them to me and said, this could be a super fun thing to collect one day. And so that was kind of where my Pez collection started. And the Mickey Mouse that I have right here was one of the Pez dispensers that he gave me. I had kind of gotten out of the hobby for a while once I had kids. And in 2013, I had a brain tumor removed. And after that, I decided that I needed to do more things that I really had a lot of enjoyment doing. And Pez collecting was one of those things. So I got all my Pez out of storage, and I went online and I started building some relationships with other Pez Pez heads. They call themselves Pez heads. And when I did this, I found out in Jackson in 2013 at the time, there was this Pez gathering. And I had never hung out with Pez collectors in person, but I remember saying to myself at the time, I was 3 months post brain surgery, and I remember saying, I'm gonna do this for myself. I'm gonna take a day away from the kids, and I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna add to my collection. I'm gonna meet these Pez heads, and I'm just gonna have a good time. And so I went, and I just had an amazing time, and I made some great friends that I still have to this day. And one of the men that I met, I told him I didn't have any vintage Pez at the time. And so about a week later, I got this Speedy Gonzales in the mail. And he's a no-foot Pez, he's a vintage Pez. He's not worth a ton of money, maybe $20. But the fact that somebody went out of their way to make sure that I had a vintage Pez in my collection was really special to me and meant a lot.